Hi, can you hear me?
Testy.
That's Stickles.
Testicle 1, 2.
We're just here to talk about like shits and gigs.
Yeah.
We're going to swear a lot. We'll probably be drinking a lot. Wine thing is so played up. There's only so many
buzzed
things.
besties.
Ooh, you are buzzed. Buzzed besties.
Buzzed besties. Like, who are these hood rats?
We are cool and you want to be our best friends, okay?
Welcome to the Sips and Gigs podcast. Here's your hosts, Nikki Intonman and Steph Joplin.
Yellow. Oh my gosh, it feels like forever since I've said that. Hello, everybody.
I could not find my microphone. I'm like, it's bad. And I'm like, where does this plug-in go?
Mine's usually always plugged into my computer too, because it's just like week after week. And I'm like, oh, it's just right here. And it wasn't plugged in. And I was like, oh, been too long. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Apologize. I put a question box the other day that was like, let's catch up. And they're like, are you and Steph okay? We haven't.
Anytime you go silent on anything or you aren't like talking nonstop, people are like, are you guys fighting? What'd you do? What'd she do? Do I need to cut a bitch? What's going on? You're like, no, we're fucking busy. Okay.
Busy. The only bitch you need to cut is the one who's letting the dog shit on the yard.
Oh, we have some poop gate to talk about shortly. Yes, we do. Catch up on all the things. Yeah, I need to catch up on your like TikTok. Something happened over there. You had to delete a video, and I was like, "Where's this video? How come I didn't see it? What the fuck, Nick? What'd you do?"
Went viral and got canceled. Everything.
I was like, wow, we got a great catch-up episode. We're going to talk about poop and something over on TikTok that happened that I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, let's just get the TikTok drama.
Yeah, let's start. You got canceled is what it is. Nikki's life is over. She's done. Yeah. She's got to go back to corporate America. See you later. Bye.
Officially a stay-at-home mom. So our nanny is going back to her hometown. So she just let me know last week. And so we don't have anybody starting next week. So I put some feelers out there. I talked to some of the girlfriends in the neighborhood that were like, you're looking for a nanny. I reached out to somebody on Nextdoor. Here's her phone number. You can text her. I'm like, cool. I text her, this girl, I think she was 19 or 20. She responds back with, yes, I will watch your son 1 or 2 days a week. For part-time work, I charge $50 an hour. I don't want to drive anywhere. What was the other one? I need kosher meals. And I want 5 weeks of paid vacation. Okay,
first of all, what the fuck is kosher? And how would you...
Exactly.
Wait. Hold on. I'm just thinking of this as like, if I'm applying for a position and somebody's like, hey, I got this great position for you. Like, I don't drive, so I don't know how I'm going to get to work or not. I don't drive anywhere.
You don't want to drive the kid anywhere.
I need you to supply my meals for me. And I need more vacation than I should request as a first time. I don't know. It seems a little excessive. Okay, go ahead.
So it was excessive. And it just happened. I flew off the cusp and I take full responsibility. But I go on TikTok and I was like, what the fuck is up with this generation of nannies? So I generalized. I grouped all the nannies.
Oh, the ultimate rule breaker is generalizing everybody together because you're going to get so-and-so goes, I charge $50 an hour, but I'm this. Don't put us in the...
So I was like, what is up with this? I'm like, this is what this girl asked me for. I'm like, remember in the 90s when I would get $20 a day and I'd fucking fall asleep on the couch and they'd wake me up at 3 a.m. and tell me to be on my way? Like, I'm like, if nannies are $50 an hour, I'm going to pluck myself out of the 90s because this shit is crazy. So that was what the first video was. It set my phone down. Whatever, go do something, come back, and it has like 300,000 views in an hour.
Oh, damn it. Then you're like, I can't stop this fucking train.
People were like, are you fucking serious? You want to pay someone $20 a day? That's slave labor. You're a terrible human. I was like, that's not what I said. I said, that was the going rate when back in my day. So I'm clearly not, I am too far removed on what nannies get paid because I'm like, what the fuck? So I spent 4 hours at night just defending myself against trolls, right? Because
no, that's the worst. It makes you feel so bad too because you're like, I'm so wrong. I didn't know that I'm sorry. I don't know. Do I have to come out with a public apology letter?
Where's my publicist?
Yes. I would like to go silent on this. I don't know. That sucks.
The problem was, and I said this yesterday, I was like, I generalized everybody from one bad apple, and everyone's like, yeah, that fucking text was crazy. But it's you being like, what's the wrong with the entire generation? And I was like, I take ownership of that. How
makes sense.
And like how I exploded, I saw red, I raged. I'm over dramatic anyways, right? Like as a human. So I just did that with the sarcastic person that we are. Like people like got my humor. Like people are like, you got paid? I just, my parents just said you're doing it. Like
and also like it's clickbait too, where you're like, what's the matter with this generation is immediate like, ooh, come watch this video. Come on in here. Like there's certain hangers that we know what to say that are like, keep watching.
Exactly. It's a hook, right?
Yeah.
And the problem with that hook is people stitched from that point. So they didn't watch.
Oh, then you started getting stuck. Oh, no.
If you search Nikki right now, it's like nanny video is like the next thing.
I got to do this and see if it does come up. Oh, no. That's the worst too when you like, because then you're like, everybody thinks you're dumb because it's just taking your words out of context and just going with it.
But it also is my fault because I deleted the video because I was like, the only people that suffered from me being pissed about this was my family because I was so mad about how people took that video and how I said it that my kids, I just like fucking screamed at them all day long. Can you see it?
Oh no. Yeah, because you're like, ugh.
Yeah. So how I opened it was like, what the fuck is wrong with this generation of nannies? And then people stitched it from there. They're like, well, you entitled white bitch. It's because you want to pay somebody $20 an hour. You don't deserve a nanny. Watch your own kids. Like,
Nikki Entenmann, you guys, if you got a TikTok, go search Nikki Entenmann nanny and then just watch this bitch get roasted.
No,
no, there's so many of them.
Oh my God, I got on the wrong side of nanny talk for sure. And so I showed the text.
I can't wait to go listen to these.
Video. Oh, it's so bad. So then the next day I was like, guys, like, well, that was super, like, I can totally see where you're coming from. I shouldn't have generalized. If you want to call me entitled, I still stand by $50 an hour for one kid is fucking outrageous. That's $8,000 a month. For my one son, okay? Felt aggressive. And
yeah, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't even know. I like dumbingly, I would be like, okay, guess I got to go a different route and find like daycare because like I'm not paying that. I think I would have probably stepped out and just been like, maybe I'm just so far removed. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And probably never kept looking because I thought that this was your first text back to me. And this is what you say. And I'm like, oh, this must be normal.
Yeah. And that's why I saw red and rage because I was like, is this for real? This is and like the entitlement of like, I also am not doing this or this or this. Like that is what pissed me off. And so again, when I said it, I wasn't even thinking about everybody. I was thinking that one instance and I should have said that, right? Like, listen to this. I can't believe this one instance happened.
Is that, or like coming to TikTok as like a question, like, is this what's happening? Is this what the nannies is going on? But yeah. I can see.
For sure. But then what happens when you have something like this is with TikTok trolls. And when I tell you TikTok trolls are next level, you will meet nothing like them. Like nothing.
Oh, yeah. I've never had a video go viral and my packing one just did. And people are like, I don't even have kids, but this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, why are you even here then? Like,
what the? I swear.
Back away.
I think if you hit 100,000 views on something, there's like paid people that are there to fucking destroy your life. So I'm like, what is so then they start commenting on everything. So Ty and I
no. Yeah. So you're like, thanks for the views, thanks for the comments. That's all I can say. I'm like, you know what, just keep fucking doing it. I don't care.
My stats, please. Ty and I go to Vegas last week and everyone's like, oh, must be nice. What is your slave labor nanny watching the kids? Or like, you're like, oh, you can afford this, but you can't fucking pay somebody to watch your kids. Watching yourself, you dumb bitch. I'm like, this is fucking insane.
And like, what like that's a sucky topic too to get
for sure
to go on about like watching your kids and like, oh, you're just lazy and no, you're entitled. You're the one.
I'm the problem.
And as a mom too, you're having to defend your parenting and like how much you spend with your kid and where you spend your money. Yeah, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, and it's like,
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. But like I said, when people are commenting, so I did like a little story afterwards. I was like, whoa, everybody, like, let's talk about this. And people were like, it's not, the text itself, it's how you presented it. And I was like, totally. And I see that now because when I came on, I was just thinking about that one text. I didn't think about a whole fucking, you know, hardworking industry of nannies. I was just thinking about that one thing. And so I was being selfish, just thinking about, you know, me when I said that. And so I'm like, yes, that wasn't cool. The way I like came on and exploded, I take full ownership of that, but I do stand by what I said as far as like the stats go from this text. Call me what you want from there. But
right.
You know, how I handled it, no. And then I was like, and I was talking to my sales coach about it. And she's not my publicist, but I was like, I don't know who else to ask. She is a sales coach for a girl who has over 2 million followers on TikTok. And I'm not going to say her name just for protection, but she gets death threats. She got 3 letters. People found her address and fucking sent her letters of like terrible stuff.
Creepy.
But
like a physical handwritten letter.
Who could, I don't even know how to write anymore.
That's serial killer shit right there. Those people have already killed somebody. You don't want a handwritten letter. They're coming after you next because they're like,
I'm gonna have
piecing it together with like newspaper clipping, like the letters, you know, so they can't get their handwriting. I don't know. I'm still living in the movies.
It's so true. So I'm like, oh fuck. And I do, like, a lot of people, the majority of people are like, okay, we get it. You fucked up. Thank you for the apology. Don't put us in the same category. And I was like, oh, you know, for sure. And everyone's like, this text is fake. You're full of shit. I'm like, okay. Like, it depends, but it's like those stingers, right? That are like, attack your character and attack
yeah, for sure. And then continually to attack you, like when you're posting, like the next one could be about swimsuits. And you're like, oh, you just spent $400 on a swimsuit haul and now you won't pay $50 for someone to watch your fucking kids. And you're like, none of these don't even make sense. Shut up. Go home, go away.
So my sales coach was like, apologize how you want and then move on. Like continue, because guess what? These people are going to be on the next person next week. So don't, because I'm like, life is over. I feel fucking terrible. She's like, yeah, she's like, guess what? It was a mistake. You took a risk. Who cares? You didn't put yourself in a box. It happens. Move along.
And it wasn't even like it was bad. Like you completely did something totally wrong and lied and cheated and stealed and all. Like I mean, it was like, whoops, I worded it wrong.
Yeah, I got
my bad. Sorry. I probably wouldn't even have done an apology video.
I thought about that. She was like, you can either let it simmer, but then what was happening? I wanted to move on with my content. Then you would have just get fucking crushed there.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
but views and clicks. Like, let's do a sponsored post next so that I can report back all these analytics. And they're like, this got 4 million views, 90,000 comments. I mean, they're calling me a bitch and a hoe, but whatever.
It was funny. I mean, it's not funny, but I was like, wow, this is okay. I felt the wrong side of TikTok, not the viral that you want to go. And I've learned my lesson. The only part that I feel like sucks, which I think you and I have talked about, is the way I handled that was poor. I do like to kind of push boundaries and take a little bit of a risk because I get kind of bored of the same shit that you see all the time. And TikTok, I feel like, is where you can take that risk and kind of be a little more like rough around the edges. So now I'm like a little shell shocked to be able to even like show my
yeah. It's that's the hard part too. But then you got to just be like, okay, nope, fuck them. Yeah, whatever.
I know.
And I was doing that too, where I was like, if I knew that I was posting a video just to Instagram, I was so much more comfortable on it. If I knew that it was just going on TikTok, I was like, hi guys. So today I'm like, I don't know these people. They don't know me. Ooh, what if I'm
I know. It's next level. So that was like the drama of the week. And I'm still like feeling the repercussions, but I was like, I'm done engaging. Yesterday I did the video. I've been communicating with everybody there and now I'm moving on. Everyone's like, you're going to move on. I'm like, do the same.
Yeah. Like, bye. If you don't want to stay here and watch the rest of the shit, which is what my normal content is, which is more, sometimes I bitch about things, okay, that I don't think are right. Sorry.
100%. And now I'm going to have to be a little more PC and really think about how I word that.
Don't do that. I mean, just like you said, you just remember not to generalize everybody, but don't change coming on complaining about something, being like, what the fuck? Is $50 an hour for a nanny normal? This seems outrageous.
Totally.
But maybe I'm out of the loop. I don't know. But yeah.
I attacked and I take full ownership of it. The way I handled that was fucked for sure.
Attacked and bullying? No, you did not attack and bully anybody. Those are strong words and I hate they're fucking thrown around all the time. And I'm like, why are we all so delicate these days? Okay. Nobody's being attacked and bullied. Shit. Everybody's just overly sensitive about everything.
That this. There were so many people that were like, Nikki, you don't have to apologize for shit. Like, keep moving on.
Yeah.
Everyone is so fucking sensitive. There's like no sense of humor either, like whatsoever anymore. And everyone's like, you're triggering me. You trigger.
Yes.
I'm like,
You're a bully. You're attacking my character. The minute that I always get a message or a comment or something that says like, oh, everybody's so sensitive or something like that, something along those lines of like, you don't have to apologize for shit. Like, people don't like it, move on, who cares? Then I immediately take the breath and I'm like, yes, okay. This one person said it and commented. There's a whole other bunch of people who are probably thinking it that didn't comment. What the fuck ever. I don't want the bitchy people around here anyway. So why am I giving you what you want? Why am I defending myself to you when you're not even going to be here tomorrow? Like, you don't give two shits what I posted before this or what I'm going to post after. You don't care.
You're never going to be
You're just here to bitch on one video that popped up on your For You page because it went viral. You saw everybody else commenting and you decided to join in.
100%. And that is what, that's what, when I was talking to my sales coach about it, she was like, these people were never going to be a part of your community anyway. So you spending 4 hours of your free time that was supposed to be with your children, fighting with them, not only was not productive, but she's like, if it is going to help you, just fucking shut it down. Go on. People are going to stitch it. It's already been stitched. Who cares? Let them think what they think. It doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. I'm like, okay, move on.
Yeah.
So I have that mentality right now. I'm like, people can bitch. I'm over.
Oh yeah. I don't know why TikTok's so much easier for me to like close and just go away. I would feel so much different if I was getting hate on Instagram, which you didn't post that to Instagram, right?
No, I didn't post it to Instagram.
Yeah. It would be different for me, like I said, for me, because that's like, I know those people. That is my community. I have talked to those people in and out about kids and this. And if all of a sudden I was getting all this hate, I'd be like, whoa, what did I do wrong here? I feel terrible. TikTok, I'm like, fuck all you guys. I'm out of here. I close down. See you tomorrow.
You know what's funny about that is I did go on Instagram on stories. I was just like, what? And I pretty much said the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck? And the whole community who knows my personality, who knows me and knows how I word things, that were like, yeah, that's not okay. I didn't have one message that was like,
Yeah.
But it's because of people.
Because they know you. So they know TikTok is just a bunch of random people. Most of the time, for most of your videos, it is your community that's over there. But still, I mean, like a lot of the people are crossover. So they know you on Instagram and then they're like, yeah, cool. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Half the people that see those videos don't even know who you are. They've never followed you before. They don't intend to follow you. They're just like, ooh, what can I say to this girl to ruin her day?
That 100%. Like, they just go down, and it's a direct reflection on them. And like my, like, it's a healed or hated version of me going to answer these people. And so I'm like, the hurt version or the healed version, depends on the moment. Sometimes I'm like, I totally see your point, and I'm like, get off and get a job, you fucking hobo.
Yeah, that's why I don't respond to them. I just look at them and then I go look at their profile and I'm like, nope, I win. Sorry, I'm not going to say anything, but I know in my head that I win. Bye.
For sure. It's been interesting.
Oh, no.
I know. It's been fucking hilarious. And anyone that's like had to deal with the TikTok is next level.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yes.
It'll all blow over. Like I said, somebody else will do something stupid or already has. So
they're on to the next. What's new with you? How's the house?
Well, mine is the poop gate. So my big thing was poop gate, which there was nobody on the other side of mine. So I won 100% in my battle royale, which is still going on. So it's still being continued. So for like 2 months, Bailey has just been trying to figure out, he's like, keep coming out here and somebody's letting their dogs shit in our yard and they're not cleaning it up. We're like on a corner too, and we have so many people that walk in our neighborhood. So I'm like, it could be anybody. It could be multiple people. Who knows?
Yeah.
Now I'm generalizing too, but we finally caught somebody on camera because Bailey's like, God dang it. He finally moved the camera to the spot. It's like the same spot, which is also weird. Moved the camera over because we could never see it. And then we finally caught somebody. Like literally the day that he moved the cameras over, that next morning, we caught the lady. She turned her flashlight off. She checked her watch. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I definitely know my dog's shitting on your yard right now. And I ain't cleaning it up. And then she looked and then walked away. And I was like, she didn't even pause Didn't even pause 1 second.
She never cleans up her fucking dog's
No, there was no like little dangly thing.
No.
Like you couldn't see a doggy shit bag anywhere close to anything that she was on. So I was like, Bailey's like, what do I do? And I was like, let me just see. I was like, so I know that some people in our neighborhood follow me, but let me just see. I'm going to post it. And I just posted the videos to my stories. Like, we finally caught the poop, like the poop and run lady. I thought it was a man because I always watch this old man. His dog just like hangs out in our yard for a really long extended period of time, but I never sit there and watch him. Poor guy. I was just like cursing him in my head. And I was like, it wasn't even you. I'm sorry. And honestly, I don't know if it's this lady every single time, but you got caught once and now all the poops left in my yard are your fault. So sorry.
So what happens if you catch her again? Like, what if are you going to run out there? What do you do in that instance?
Everybody. So I was just like, let me buy a sign and I will put it right there in the yard that says, please clean up your dog poop. You're being watched. Like, for me, signs scare me. If somebody has a scary sign, I'm like, oh no, like rule follower here. It scares me. Bailey's on the other hand going like, okay, so how do I do that? What can I do to hurt them? And I'm like, no. Like, he's like, I found these sprinkler things that like, if there's motion in the yard, it like flips on and just like sprays them. And I was like, okay, I feel like, I don't know. But then I posted it. People were like, yeah, I agree. Pass up on the sign, spray that bitch. They're all on Bailey's side. Everybody's like, yeah, get her. This is terrible. Honestly, I wouldn't be upset either if it was in a different spot, but it's the fact that it's the spot where we like sit and watch the kids ride the bike right next to the driveway. It's like right there.
You should care. That is bullshit. Don't have.
And it is a giant shit. Like it is a big, it's like a retriever dog. So they are like huge, giant man turds. It's not like a little Yorkie pew pew pew.
Like they're
not gonna wash away with the rain. It's a man shit.
That's not okay.
No.
So has it happened?
So anyways, well, I posted it and I was like, Bailey thinks she's on an every other day schedule because it's been like it happened this day and then it skipped a day and then it happened again. Hasn't happened since. But then we saw somebody walking in front of our house on the other side of the street. And Bailey goes, oh, that looks like it's the same dog or the same type of dog. Nice, physically fit woman, could be blonde hair, like. And I was like, oh my God, she's still walking. Like you could still walk the same route, but totally avoid our side of the street. And I was like, oh shit, I think she might follow me. Ooh. For her sake, probably the best that like, I don't know who you are. Still don't know who you are. I don't know where you live. But you got lucky with just a one little video, whereas like we could have kept going. Like if this lady had no idea and just kept coming back and letting her dog shit. And we're like, okay, now we're going to get her with the foghorn.
You should have kept that.
Everybody, I think every single one of my followers was like, I hope she doesn't follow you and I hope she doesn't know so that we can see what you guys do to her.
I need to see Bailey going out there with a foghorn.
Just like,
with the hose.
Wah, wah, wah. But my plan was, I was like, ooh, I would really like to do like the classy, but like, you know what you did, like mid shit, open the garage door and then just bring a baggie out to her and hand it to her and then just like walk away like, oh.
Like
you
the
know what's
backhanded. Yeah, like the backhanded pass.
Like I didn't even have to say anything. I just looked you in the eyes like, don't fucking know.
Yes, watch. Also, like, I feel like almost everybody, not everybody, but I feel like a lot of places just have cameras now. And
I mean, like, the fact that you don't think you're going to, especially next to a driveway, next to our vehicles, like, come on. And like, honestly too, like if that was my dog and I was like, I'm not picking up their shit, whatever. I would like try and drag my dog to like, there's an alley right next to where they're pooping. And I'm like, if that dog would have been shitting in the alley the whole time, nobody would fucking care. Like
yard, nah.
But right there.
No, that's not
the fact that she turned her flashlight off. Like she had because she was walking like super early in the morning, turned her flashlight off and stood there and like checked her little Apple Watch. And then was like, okay, let's go, dog.
No, don't have a dog if you can't. Like that's why I don't have a dog. I'm not cleaning up after their shit.
Cleaning up that poop.
I wipe enough butts and nuts the way it is right now.
So we haven't. I'm like still reporting. Everybody's like coming back. Like, hey, any poop this morning? Like my DMs are just all about dog shit. How's Poopgate going? So
that is so fun. Are you done traveling? Like, are we nesting?
yes, we are. No, we're not nesting because I haven't done shit. But this month of August, yeah, it's like no travel, not allowed.
Well, because you're due in September.
We're down to the nitty gritty, which is crazy.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to find out what it is. Guys, don't worry. I'm going to fly down there and just do an IG live of stuff.
I get cut like my vagina. Who wants some of this? That'd be great for your TikTok.
That's true. Might as well keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. Like, how dare you show that? It's natural, ladies. Yeah, I'm really nervous. So the last sonogram we went to, they were like measuring its femur bone. And apparently it's like 99% out. My doctor's he was just having a joke. He thought he was a jokester that day. He was like, I was like, well, what does that mean? He goes, basically, your baby's bigger than every other baby in the world. And I was like,
you're going to have
you're going to have the biggest baby in the world. And he's just laughing. And I'm like, I don't know why you think that's funny. Like, this isn't coming out of your vagina, dude. You think that's funny? My last kid just blows me the fuck out. Like, whoa.
Wait, I do have a serious question. Maybe this is very ignorant of me. What is it like to have a male OB? Does it bother you at all?
No. I guess I don't think I've ever had a female.
Oh.
Like, all of his nurses are female. So, like, but they don't do anything inside of me. That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
I think I actually am more nervous around females because they're comparing me to them. So, like, if a man is like checking me, he's like, I don't know what the fuck's normal. I don't know if you're supposed to have fat rolls down here, lady.
Yeah, he's not like, this bitch needs to go wax. He's like,
yeah, or if he's like, ew, yeah. What is this shaving pattern? It's not the one that my wife has, but I don't know if this is normal. So I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. His bedside manner is like my favorite because he comes in, he's like, yep, you're pregnant. Okay, see you in a couple weeks. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. He's like, yep, you're going to have this baby. Does any of this stuff that I'm doing right now mean anything? No. Because he literally said that after he made all the jokes. He was like, also, this could mean nothing. Like,
yeah.
I can measure this bone and then the baby comes out and it's a normal baby. He's like, I don't know why these measurements make me say this to you, but they're in the 99th percentile. And I'm like, okay, thanks.
It's probably good, though, to have, like,
yeah,
also guys in that field that are like, listen, not a big deal. Here's the stats. Move along.
Yes. It's very like me and him. Like, that's the way I think too. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to have the biggest baby ever. But like, let's just wait until it comes out.
Yeah, you're going to be fine. Yeah. It's like, it's going to come out like 6 pounds. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I'm glad I worried that at 30 weeks about the biggest.
I feel like he wouldn't be a really great doctor for somebody who is like overly worried and needs like, so I saw on TikTok that if this is this, then that means this. And he'd be like, oh my gosh. I bet he gets that all the time. And he's just like,
not for me.
Nope. Not doing Dr. TikTok here, lady.
When is the last time that you have been to Las Vegas? Remember when we went?
Wait, we did go, didn't we?
Remember we stayed at like remember Kate's
Would we stay at Tina's house?
No, Kate's mom drove us down in an RV and we stayed at like some random
why do I not remember this?
Only because we were shit-faced the whole time. We were just talking about
Did she leave and then did we go stay with my aunt, like quote unquote Aunt Tina? Did we stay with Tina?
No.
I just went back to the cabin and she was like, do you remember when you and your girlfriends came and stayed with me? And I was like, no, I don't remember that at all. This might be the same trip.
Well, maybe. Fuck, I don't remember. I thought we just did it like this.
Oh, wait, I remember the drive down there, though. I do remember getting in. I remember the first like 3 hours of that trip. I do remember getting in the RV and starting drinking mimosas and we like had cash. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't remember anything after that.
I don't either.
I really don't. I can't recall. I can't recall.
No, I looked at, because I was like, when's the last time you've been to Vegas? And we've gone a couple times, but I was like, we went in college. I wasn't even 21 yet. I had a fake ID and I got it taken away the last night we were there. Sucked. It was fine. I was fine. But I mean, at least it was the last night.
Oh, wait. I remember now. We stayed in like this weird, it's like, I think I remember. Like Natalie was there. Yes. Yeah.
We had like the most.
I think I remember. I feel like we all got sick of each other by the end of that trip, right? Too? Were we all fighting?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we were all fighting.
We were all fighting. We're like, never doing that ever again.
I hate all of you. I'm drunk and hungover and I just want you to shut the fuck up. Oh my gosh, that's so
It was
funny.
so fun. I was like, I've done
Forgot about that one.
Vegas. Like that was like that was a wild Vegas. Like we went to clubs every night. We like partied during the day, got up, started drinking. I mean, and I can't do that anymore. So we did like grown up Vegas this last week, and it was Vegas can be like really fun. I mean, Vegas is fun, like 21-year-old fun, but it can be like it was a fucking blast.
Like fun.
It was
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah, like a good like date, like a good couples trip, like because
Okay.
you met other couples like in the pool and everyone's just like, you know, having a great
Like
time.
a day buzz, and then you like go out to a nice dinner, and then you don't go to the club after and get a bottle that's like on fire.
Yeah, that is
Makes sense.
actually it. We slept in, we went to the spa, we ate like a nice breakfast, we had nice dinners, we went shopping.
Food. I feel like when I've never experienced Vegas food that people are like, it's so good. And
It
I'm like, all the food that I was like in, and then it was immediately back out. So I don't know.
Yeah. The only thing I ate was like Margaritaville nachos for like every meal when you were there.
Yes.
Disgusting. No,
Or
this
like one buffet, and you're like, let's just keep coming back here because it's just coming right back up. I'm getting mashed potatoes so that they're easy on the way down and they're easy on the way up.
Wait,
That's it.
were you with us when we went to Thunder Down Under?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That was that. Okay. That was like the first night because I feel like we were all friends that night. Yeah. Okay.
That night. Yeah. Like, because people are like, you should take Ty there. Like, obviously joking, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been.
I've been there.
I was
It's
like,
a lot of like stuff that I don't want to see even.
oh. And then we
It's
hung out with them afterwards, and their personalities were 0 out of 0. Do not
Yeah.
recommend.
Like, what tanning mousse do you guys use? Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm going to the bar to get a beer, which is a lot more manly than anything that you've ever done in
Like
your
a
life.
Cosmo.
Bye. Oh my gosh, so many memories are just being jogged. And I'm like, what were we? Remember the bubble dresses that we wore where they were really tight around your thighs and then they like bubbled out so that you could actually be fat underneath it? But you didn't, you know what I'm talking
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm going to pull
Sequence
up.
bubble dress.
I think I have a picture of both you and I in a
I'm
bubble.
pretty sure we were both in the same dress, just like a different color of sequin.
It's so sad. It was
Right
like,
below your butt cheek because where it bubbled or it was tight and then it would like
Right around.
bubble out. Yeah. Those are my favorite.
what an unflattering shape. Like, what?
I loved it because I didn't have to be super skinny underneath it. It wasn't skin tight dress, just skin tight around my thighs. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
And they went to Scottsdale and saw Morgan Wallen.
How was that?
So good.
Really good.
It was hotter than balls there. It was 120 degrees. It was fucking terrible.
Oh
It was
my
terrible.
gosh.
But the concert was indoors. But he was like real good.
Money.
Highly
That's
recommend. Yeah. But it was good. It was like a good little getaway we haven't had in a long time. And probably
Yeah, how many days were you gone? I felt like it was a long time, right?
Yeah, 5. We left on a Monday and came back on a Friday. My mother-in-law came and stayed with the kids, but we're not going to
How
be able
fun to like travel to a different spot, like to go to Vegas and then go to Scottsdale, like a trip within a trip. That's
to.
fun.
It's actually really fun. I could have done one more day in Vegas if we're being honest, like because it was just
That's crazy. Nobody ever says
I
that.
know because I didn't feel like we drank, but I didn't feel like Death Vegas where I wanted to like throw up the next day. I was like, yeah, I have a little bit of a headache, but let's get some breakfast and get a bloody, and
Good,
then
yeah.
we're good. Yeah. But yeah, it was a really good time. But I would like a couples trip for sure. Like Vegas is, I feel like it's worth it now that I'm not on $100 budget to go there.
Just like, hey, who wants to buy some shots?
I would like push Steph. I'm like, Steph will make out with you if you just
Just go do this. Go like bat your eyelashes at this guy, rub his arm for a second, get shots, and then we'll walk away. Perfect.
and bottle service. And the house vodka tonight is Nikolai. We're like, take
We're
it.
like, perfect.
Okay.
Is it warm? Awesome. Just put it in my Gatorade. It's fine.
was-
Gross. Ugh.
Gross. It was so freaking gross. But yeah, it was a good time. You can do that as soon as the babe pops out.
I know.
I'll
So
come down with
much.
Ty when he goes to Midland. I really am going to do that. I want to come down with him sometime after you have the babe and just
Oh, yeah. Because he's like been doing some work down here, huh? So you can just come on down, hang out.
3 days.
It'll be fun.
Yes, I want to. How's the house?
It's good. We got some walls up, some roofs going up.
Oh,
I feel like it's when I thought it was really small. Like I said, everybody said, like, don't freak out with the foundation. Once you start getting walls going up, then you will know. And then we had like all the rooms now where we're like, you can walk into the room and be like, okay, I feel like this is a normal size room. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited.
I know. I'm freaking pumped.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But
What
no,
about you? Anything else? New, fun, exciting?
Well, my kids start school on August 8th.
Yeah, Winston is going to school for the first time. He starts kindergarten on the 9th. I'm like so nervous, but I'm excited for him.
So Jackson going to go in kindergarten. Paige will be in first. And it's like, it hits different, especially with your first, man. I know that the boys have gone to school for a while, but like kindergarten's different. Like it just is like they're now like a full-blown human.
Full-on human adult. I know. I've watched him over this past year, that like the year of the 4 to the 5, and now that he's 5, I'm like, dude, you're like a teenager. Like I can tell when you don't want to hang out with me, and it's really sad. And
like 5,
you can, like get all your shit yourself. Where he's like, Mom, is it okay if I get some chocolate milk? And I'm like, don't you want me to make it for you? But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, make that shit yourself.
I know. It makes me those ones sting a little bit. They're gone and they're like full blown writing arithmetic. Like I'm like, wait, should you?
Yeah, Bailey had a moment the other day too. He's like, I dropped him off and I was like, hey dude, you only have like a couple weeks left here. And Winston's like, oh cool, fun, great. And Bailey like saw a baby come in and he was like, I remember when we brought you here as a baby. And he was like, I got a little teary eyed. I was like, oh, you're gonna be a wreck on the first day of school.
Oh, it's gonna be the struggle.
I'm actually just more nervous for him being nervous. Like I'm going into a school where I don't know who's in my class. Like he walks into his like daycare school right now and is like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? But like
with all new,
a little bit nervous.
I know. But yeah, that's it. Like we're getting back to school ready. I'm a basic bitch. I cannot wait for fall. I'm sure you can't because over the heat.
Everybody can suck my D this summer. They say I start fall too early. You can all suck my D because I had to.
I love fall. Live for fall.
But I don't leave my house. Like I'll leave. Bailey's like, you still have to go pick up the kids. And I'm like, but do I? I'm pregnant. You should be doing all of this stuff now.
And then it's gonna be like, I have the baby. Postpartum.
Yeah. I can't do it. Yeah. Then it's been a year of being lazy and just staying in the air conditioning. Oh. Even when the boys are like, can we go swimming? I'm like,
like just in the backyard. They're like,
yeah.
No.
Even though it probably feels 10 times better to get in a cold pool and like float, I'm just like, anything that requires me to do anything extra or put a different outfit on.
I know. Not happening.
Not happening.
I feel
all the brands I'm working with, I'm like, do you have oversized t-shirts? Because that's all I'm showing these days.
You have pajamas?
Yeah, pajamas, underwear. I can definitely do that. But anything else? Nope. Sorry.
Yeah, you said it. When you first were pregnant, you're like, biker shorts and oversized tees. That's what I will be living in.
It looks really cute for a while, and now it just looks really dumb. Now, like, I think my brain is doing something funky. Like the oversized, like, I get oversized like men's 2XLs. And then when I put them on now, they're like tight. The bottom's tight. And I'm like, I'll hold something up and I'll be like, I can't even fit in this. Like, what the fuck, Stephanie? I'll hold up my pregnancy oversized quote unquote shirts. And I'm like, that'll fit my fucking thigh. What the hell? Like my brain is doing weird things where I'm like, I need this thing to be the size of a fucking refrigerator in order for me to want to put it on. Then I'm like, ooh, looks cozy.
Pregnancy hits different. And I also like this is a really tough, like I like bumps at this stage, that's stuff that are tight, but it's also terrible. I like the look of it, but it's terrible when you're pregnant. You're like, I want something oversized and comfy. I don't want to fucking Spanx in a tight dress when I'm 120 degrees out. No.
Yeah. And that's what I'm like. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying to keep doing outfits for you, but I'm actually trying more for Bailey too, because I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you don't want this. This is not cute. I'm sorry.
That's not true.
And there's so many other influencers who were pregnant or just pregnant. And so I'm like, he's like, he knows them all too. So I'm sure they're popping up on his page and he's like, So this lady looks like this pregnant, but Stephanie looks like fucking Adam Sandler right now. And I'm like, love you.
You're the realistic pregnant. Okay.
True.
That's like there's a big difference because I'm not about to get in high heels and a fucking body.
Oh, no.
35 weeks pregnant. No way.
I just do it, like I said, I just take it the day by day on the days where I'm like, nope, not feeling nothing. That's the oversized t-shirt days. And then there's some days where I'm like, ooh, let's do something cute. But I did just start buying some fall things and I was like, oh, I want some. Every time the Nordstrom sale hits, because I don't shop it, but that's when everybody starts showing fall stuff too. And I'm like, God, I can't wait.
Yeah. You know what I did on Tuesday? Have you ever heard of House of Color?
Wait.
Yeah. I feel like you would love this.
Is this a brand? Is this like a shop?
It's like it's a company and they have reps. I don't think it's an MLM, but it's like they have reps and you learn your colors. So you learn what colors look best on you based off of your everything. Like
so the colors you're wearing right now, the one's supposed to be the best on you? Because it's not. No, I'm just kidding. Because that looks like shit.
So when I tell you, it was like mind blowing to find out.
I think my hair girl, Christy, did this the other day because she was like, I don't have any of the colors that are supposed to be my quote unquote color in my closet.
Neither do I. So there's like autumn, spring, winter, and summer colors. I'm a summer color. And it was like so crazy to learn.
Like you were like the bright pinks, blues, or like what?
Like a little color swatch thing that goes with like what you should look like or what you should be wearing.
Okay, so it's called House of Color?
Yeah, so it's called House of Color. And you can find
it on Instagram, or is this just like Google this?
You can Google it, or you can, but it's called House of Color. And you learn, it's not just like your skin color. So I'm olive base. And so I'm like, ooh, I need to pull more like olive, like browns and greens and things like that. When it actually was drowning me out versus like having me stand out. So it's not just based off of your skin tone that's a part of it, but like your eyes and your eyebrows and how your hair lays. It's like how your lips look. It's insane. It's actually based off of science because we all pull either red, yellow, or blue. Our skin.
What about black? Black. And what about all neutral in black? Is that my color? Because that's what I would like it to be.
Black falls into the winter category. So if you were winter colors, but it's like, it was nuts. You would like, that would be a cool thing for you to do. I'll show you my like, quote unquote before and after of like what it looks like. And just like if I was wearing a white t-shirt versus like what it looks like with my colors and how more defined your face looks and what just compliments. You know, when someone's like, you look great in that color or you look amazing.
Yes.
It has to do with like,
the right mine's thing. Always like a red, like a bright red. Like, and I've known that too. Like this one time I got a red prom dress and I was like, red is like my color. And then now I don't wear, like, it's hard to wear red like all the time.
I bet you're
every time that I've gotten a red dress or something, I'm like, ooh, this is it.
I bet you're a winter or a summer.
But then like a fuchsia pink, I feel like too, some of the like deeper. Wait, how do I figure this out? What do I do?
Well, either what I did was I went on, I was like, I really want to get my colors done. I've seen everyone do it. Who has a good person in the Denver area? So you could do that. Or you can also just Google it and say like Midland House of Color.
Okay. So it's like one of those things that they have somebody
they have
everywhere
it
like usually. Yeah. Okay.
It was well worth it. Incredible. So everyone go get your colors done.
What if I don't like my colors?
You will. But you're going to recognize that, like, for me, I don't have a lot of my colors in my closet. So I'm going to have to start.
Well, nobody has color. I mean, unless you really love color, most people have neutrals because they're like, I can wear this with everything.
And some people look good in neutrals. Like if you're an autumn or if you're a spring, those are more like.
I'm going to be pissed if I'm not a neutral. Like if I'm not fall colors, I'm going to be like, this is dumb. I don't want to do this.
The hardest part of mine was summer and winter colors don't look great with gold jewelry. It clashes, and that's all I own. So like you can do more mixed metal, but usually silver jewelry. I mean, they're like, obviously this is just like recommendations. It's not like you can't.
Right.
Yeah, but it's just like to put together an overall outfit. Silver typically looks better.
Okay, maybe I'll look into it. We'll see.
Check it out. Everyone stay off TikTok, okay? There's nothing to there.
Nothing to see on TikTok. Just come follow my poop gate. Don't go to Nikki's account. There's nothing to see.
Nothing but
Don't Google Nikki Entenman nanny on TikTok. Okay, you don't go down the rabbit hole and watch Nikki get roasted, because I'm about to do that as soon as we clear out of this. I'm gonna sit here and eat my lunch with no pants on and watch Nikki get roasted by all these people. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day.
Guys, thank you for listening. You can follow us at Sips and Gigs Podcast. You can find me at Nikki.Entenman.
And me at Better with Chardonnay. Bye.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts so other people can find the show. Come follow Nikki and Steph at Sips and Gigs Podcast on Instagram, where they share tons of behind the scenes to keep you laughing all week long. See you next week.